Good morning. Myself, Professor K.N. Somunshi from KK Institute of Engineering Education and Research, Nashik. Today, we will see what is a software testing. Uh, there are different learning objectives of software testing to learn and understand the basic concept of software testing, to learn and apply the testing strategy and testing technique uh, to the software process and software application, to learn and understand the different level of software testing and types of software testing. Also, understand what is a quality assurance and quality assurance standard, and understand the different testing tools. Software testing is the testing that check the input and output. Mean that we match your input and output. Match your input and output. That is called as a software testing. Before software testing, we need to create a software. Then we do the testing. Software is the set of instruction, data, program used to operate computers and execute a specific tasks. Example of software testing means that your software created that run on the browser. That is a web-based software. Then your office suite, then software development tool, then image editor, communication platform. Okay, so these are the software example of software. You can take your project is the one example of software. Developing the software, we use a different language, tools, and platform. Okay, to create a software. Okay, everyone know the how to create a software. While creating the software, we need to uh, test. Okay, to find out the fault, find out the failureness, find out the defect from the your project. Okay, uh, then we do the testing level by level. Okay, mean that we follow the SDLC, that is a software development life cycle. SDLC is the software development process, mean that we develop the your process step by step. Is a process used by the software industry to design, develop, and test the high quality of software. Okay, most of the software industry it follow the SDLC. SDLC, we can say that it is a framework that define the tasks performed at each step in the software development process. Okay, there are different level of SDLC. First level is a planning level, mean that before creating the any software, we do the planning. For example, planning for timing, planning for deployment. Then second step is the analysis. When we gather the your requirement, we do the analysis. Then next one, design. After gathering the requirement, we start the designing. Then start the coding. That is the quality deployment. And next phase is that testing. When we create your software, there is a need to test it. Mean that we check uh, whether your software is properly working or the not. Mean that your code is properly working or the not. Okay. Mean that we there are two different types of testing. We do the testing. Okay. Mean that we verify your code and validate with your expected uh, and actual input. Okay, whether it match or the not, then we do the testing. And last phase is that deployment phase. Now, software testing is a phase of SDLC. Is defined as an activity to check whether the actual result match the expected result to ensure that the software system is a defect free. I mean, for example, when we do the addition 5 plus 4, that is a 9, then we only simply check in output 9 is a occur or not. Then we check with your input and output. Okay, that is called as a software testing. Okay, mean that it is a your software will be defect free. There is no any error, no fault, no failure in your software system. Software testing actually means of verification and validation. Mean that in testing we do the verification. Okay, before deploy we do the verification of your code. Okay, that is your statement, your condition. Okay, that is called as a verification. And validation means that after deployment we do the validation. Okay, mean that we match your client requirement. For example, we deploy your software to the client, then client is satisfied or not, we check using the validation. Okay, mean that we validate your software. Okay, so remember that this is the basic of software testing. Then why do we do the testing? To find out the fault, to find out the defect, to find out the failure net, to find out the error. Okay, then we do the software testing. Mean that there is a need to your software should behave in accurate manner. Okay, so there is a need of do the testing. Okay, mean that while doing the testing, we save your time. Then we satisfy the customer. Okay, so there is a need of testing. Okay, error mean that incorrect result. When human perform the any operation, any action, then uh, the result will be incorrect. Then we can say that error get generated. Then fault, introduction of an error in software under the development. Okay, that is called as a fault. That is the bugs. Sorry, defect in deficiency in work product and imperfection, that is called as a defect, and failure, not able to perform the required function. Okay, that is called as a failure. Okay, so there is a need of testing. Okay, mean that we can say that we can check the quality. For the quality purpose, we do the testing. Okay, mean that uh, we do the testing using functional and non-functional requirement. Then uh, we do the testing in two way. There is a manual testing and automated testing. Okay, manual testing is basically done by the stakeholder. That is the end user. That is the employee. That is a tester. And then your team member. Okay, we check the manually your software correctly work or the not. Okay, that is called as a manual testing. For example, there is any syntax error in your code. Okay, that is a that testing is done by the manually by the programmer or tester. Okay, so this is called as the manual testing. Okay, manual testing, that is a disadvantage is that it requires a much more timing, and it is time consuming. In automated testing, the testing is done by the automated. Okay, mean that your test script will be generated when we play the automated button. Okay, for example, you close the uh, windows, then open the new icon. Okay, mean that this test is done by the manually. Okay, while in this procedure, if any error get generated, then their test result will be get generated. Okay, that is called as the automated testing. Okay, remember that there are different tools of automated testing and manual testing. Windrunner is a example of automated testing tools. Okay, we do the testing in two way. There is a functional testing and non-functional testing. Functional testing means that we do the check the functional part of your application. That is called as a functional testing. And non-functional testing means that we cannot use the functional part. Okay, that is called as a non-functional testing. In non-functional testing, we check the behavior, performance, load balancing, efficiency, and availability and scalability of your project. Functional testing, example is that unit testing. That is, we check the unit, single unit component. Integration testing, we check the two or three component. Then system testing means that we check the whole all the component. Okay, and user acceptance testing and regression testing. So this is called as a functional testing. Okay, so we are going to learn. We will learn functional testing in this subject. Okay, then non-functional testing, that is a performance, load capacity, security testing, portability, reliability. So these are the non-functional testing. Example of non-functional testing is that, for example, 100 user that use your site, then we check the load of your site. Okay, whether it accurately perform or not. Okay, that is called as a non-functional testing. There are two types of testing: white box testing and black box testing. Black box testing means that we can do the testing without knowing the internal structure, internal design, and implementation. That is called as a black box testing. And the white box testing means that we do the testing knowing with internal part and design. Okay, that is called as a white box testing. Um, White box testing, example, unit testing, integration testing, black box testing is a boundary level testing, um, then different functional testing, also called as a black box testing. Level of testing, uh, first level is that unit testing means that we check the single component. Second, integration testing, we check the two or three component. System testing means that when we build your application, your project, that is called as a system testing. And acceptance testing means that after deploying your software, we check the acceptance with the client. Okay, so this is called as a acceptance testing. Okay, so this is a basic of testing. Okay, what is a testing? Okay, so in this video we have learned basic of testing. Okay, thank you very much. Next video we will see the basic terminology of software testing. Thank you very much.